How's everyone doing? It's good to see you both.
Good
Good
to
to
see
see you.
you.
Good.
Why did we both? We're
No,
just laughing because we're matching. Anyway.
absolutely. I mean, the title doesn't lie. I mean, this movie's worth the wait, right? Let's be honest.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Ross, I want to kind of ask you because I find it interesting because you can answer it with this film or just in general. There's always these big kind of shoots, and there's sometimes scenes that we see on screen that are like 2 minutes, right? But it might have taken a whole day to film longer scenes. When that happens, does that feel like its own mini movie or mini TV show, or does it feel like an overall part of the project?
It's
Good question.
yeah, honestly, there was a scene where we're on the steps with the monkeys
Yes.
and that was a crazy process because we had to bring all the equipment up the stairs. Like we
Yes.
had to be on the stairs.
And
So
I'm petrified of
yeah, and
monkeys.
she is terrified of monkeys,
So
and there were
that,
monkeys
that
everywhere.
felt like a
So that
yes.
day, and that was like a 2 minute scene, or
I
even less
know.
than a
It was
two minute
even
scene.
less than, yeah.
Yeah, I watched it. I'm like, wow, that really just went by. We spent all day on that. So
Yeah.
to answer your question, yeah, that felt like it could have been an episode, a
Totally.
show of itself,
Totally.
just her
Totally.
dealing with the monkeys, the
Totally.
monkey wrangler.
It's like literally 2/8 of a page or something like that in terms
Yeah,
of dialogue.
but it was a full day.
I think
Yeah.
about these things because I'm a filmmaker too, and I feel like it's so interesting. It's like, 2 pages take one day, and then like it's 47 seconds on screen.
No,
Oh
it's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Lana, I do want to ask, man, this is a romantic comedy, rom-com. That script to screen journey, reading all those elements of the romantic component and then the funny kind of moments and seeing it come to life on screen. What was that like for you specifically with Worth the Wait, that script to screen journey?
Um, you know what? I had a lot of faith in our director, Tom.
Mhm.
So and the way that he worked, he never like we rolled until he was so confident that he got it. And then
Mhm.
as soon as he got it, moving right along. So like
Yeah.
I think that as an actor, that's such a gift because I was able to go home at night and never really feel like I'm questioning my performance because I always felt like
Yeah.
I trusted Tom. I felt that Tom was gonna get it.
Mhm.
And he was happy to like take as long as it
Yeah.
took, regardless of maybe we're going over. But he really, really was so specific with what he wanted. So by the time like we moved on, like I really did know that we got it. So in
Yeah.
terms of like from script to screen, it it did reflect kind of how I had hoped it would be,
Mhm.
mainly because I trusted his vision.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tom
absolutely.
and Hana, they were so organized with
Yes.
everything too, so that we had ample time. Like we were
Yes.
finishing early.
Oh yeah.
It was
I
crazy.
never
Yeah,
worked on a show like that. I
yeah,
think we even talked about that,
yeah.
like how well oiled of a machine it was.
And Ross, I do have a question for you, and then Lana, after Ross answers, I'd love to hear your kind of thoughts because you've both have played in this movie, but in other projects, these characters doing self-reflection, soul-searching, figuring things out, taking it day by day. And Ross, I'm wondering, from an acting storyteller perspective, is it more fun or challenging playing these lost characters doing self-reflection? Because from the viewer perspective, they don't know they're lost. So I find that interesting. So I'm just curious to ask you that.
Oh, that's an interesting question. These are great
Yeah,
questions,
you're
man.
really
Yeah, these are
good.
great. Yeah, I like playing the lost characters because I feel like I learn from every character that I play something,
Mhm.
and it's a reflection of something that I'm dealing with on the inside. So with this movie, it is about like, not living up or having to feel like you're living up to your parents' standards, where
Yeah.
you have to do what's expected of you. And I've felt that in the past, and I've played characters like that before. So. Yeah, so to answer the question, yeah, I enjoy playing it, and it can be challenging at times because you're figuring it out as you go. You're figuring out a little bit about yourself and about the character as you go.
Lana, actually, I have one quick question, kind
Yeah.
of similar to that. I'm just curious. I know the answer to this question is you try not to do this, but are you ever conscious of the audience member watching Worth the Wait while you're making it, or does that happen a little bit after you wrap, so to speak?
Um, I will say that in the rom-com space, because I've done rom-coms before, I am very well aware of what works, what audiences like to see, and what works with them. So I'm not, on set, like I'm not like, obsessed with, I'm doing this for so that they feel this way, et cetera, et cetera. But I do like when I'm doing a rom-com and I'm looking at a scene, I do really take into consideration like the things that people have loved in the past.
Yeah.
Because I think especially in a rom-com genre, nostalgia is a major reason why the genre is so successful and why people go back to it. So I'm not thinking about the camera. I'm trying to just think about what we're doing together. But there is always in the back of my mind, like I would pitch things out to be like, hey, I do think that fans might like this little cute moment, this cute thing. Like, what do you guys think? But it's so yes and no, you know?
Yeah. I can't wait for people to see Worth the Wait on Tubi. Lana, Ross, was an honor and privilege to speak with both of you. Thank you so much for your time.
Yay,
Yeah, of
thank
course.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.